Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Today it's Saturday. It is Saturday morning. It is Saturday morning cartoons. We are playing the new heroes. We have Angel, we have Psylocke, and we're taking them up against a couple of heroes or villains that I think are really going to stress them a little bit. And they're designed to stress them, not them in particular. These are the villains that I go up to kind of stress test different all the different decks and try and push them to the limit. So we're going to go against hopefully 4 games today. We'll see exactly how long that takes, but we've got some juggernauts, we got claws, Mysterios, Magnetos, everything to kind of show off and highlight these different heroes. Hello, my first stream. Hey, Supreme Phoenix, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am so happy to have you here. Have you been able to play one of the new heroes or both of the new heroes, and what are your thoughts? Greetings. Hey, Joshy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's the weekend. We have not played Magneto on the channel in a while. I've played Magneto off screen a good bit, but Magneto on the channel has been on a little bit of a hiatus. We did the Magneto challenge where we had to beat Magneto with all the different X-Men when Mutant Genesis came out. Sunday for me, technically, by 3 minutes. Perfect. Okay, well, happy Sunday. um, so we played a lot of Magneto, and he's coming back. We're gonna start out with Psylocke. We're gonna take Psylocke up against Magneto. I felt like that was gonna be an epic first match, and just kind of thinking about it, I've been thinking about these heroes a lot after the stream yesterday, as well as just kind of this morning. This has been what's in my head. And Psylocke is built around the confuse mechanic, or that's kind of like her big thing, right? She also has the psionic trait, so she can play a lot of the psionic cards and everything. And I think Magneto will be a fun matchup for her. Hey, Bobo, how's it going? Or Bobo, how's it going? 404. Not found? You're not found? Good morning. Happy to have you here. I think this will be fun because Magneto, you have to go through a couple of different of those side schemes in order for him to lose his steady keyword. He is steady, he's not stalwart, so he still can confuse. And I think that Psylocke has the ability to dish out enough confuse to actually confuse a steady villain. But I also think that with her side knife starting out, she can get through this side scheme fairly quickly. So I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup for Psylocke. The other thing that I'm going to try and do, and I don't necessarily do this off screen, but just for variety and showing them off, I'm going to try and play the 4 different aspects through the different villains. And if it comes down to we have a aspect that doesn't really work against a certain villain or something like that, we may just swap out the villains just so we can see all the aspects and stuff. But I'm thinking that I want to try protection, because protection has those always ready cards with like the what doesn't kill me's and ways to stand up. And I think that we can get a pretty cool protection build and hopefully be just a thwarting master in protection, and then also use it to prevent some of the damage, because Magneto is going to throw a lot of damage at us. So let's try protection against Magneto. I also think that protection is one of the weaker aspects to go up against Magneto, so I thought that would be kind of fun. Okay, the gray cards that I pulled out that we just had in our deck yesterday when we were building, we had Power of the Mind, we had Professor X, we had Scimitar, and then I'm going to add in a side holster. I think that being locked into 2 restricted cards where both of these katanas are restricted, if we pull the obligation, I don't want to discard Scimitar, and so I think side holster is going to be a nice tech against that, and also just allows us to have the flexibility of flipping into the 2 katanas and getting that 3 attack if we absolutely need it. Cerebro, because she is psionic, she can search and find any X-Men ally from our entire deck. And then we've got Strength Energy Genius. I think that Cerebro and Professor X, because also on Betsy's alter ego side, she can exhaust one of her psi weapons and shuffle a psionic card back into the deck, which can be Professor X. So we always have Professor X in the deck with Cerebro if we absolutely need it. Joshi, now I assume that the quote power of the mind can generate a double mental resource for telekinesis and telepathy. You are correct. Yes. I just find it weird on a technical standpoint when it says paying for a psionic card. Yes, so they have ruled that the power ofs will double for those types of cards. So power in all of us can fulfill the 2 cost requirement if you're paying for kit, where it says spend 2 resources. Power in all of us works for that. They I'm trying to think of other. Machine Man, power in all of us works for Machine Man, doubles that resources for paying for a gray card. So there are a couple of uh, tips and tricks. I did say that we were going to pay or play the telepathy and telekinesis. I think this is the aspect where I would probably want to try both of them. So let's go ahead and grab those two. Essentially, if you're paying for an upgrade card that's already in, yes, it does. It doubles. Yeah. So telepathy and telekinesis are 2 new upgrades that I am not super hot on, but I do like to play and see what I like to play them before I knock them. Hey, Shadow Jarek, how's it going? Hey, Infectious Zombie, good morning. Welcome. Happy Saturday. So telepathy and telekinesis, you can play only if you have the psionic trait, and then we can exhaust telekinesis or telepathy, spend 2 mental resources, and either deal 3 damage or remove 2 threat from a scheme. So it's a nice resource sink for those mental resources and the power of the mind. They're fairly cheap to get down. Again, I'm not 100% sold, but we'll see. We'll see. I think that there were a couple of times in our game yesterday where I think that it could have been a nice place to sink those resources, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, suddenly power in the mind sounds more feasible, though now it's a question, is telekinesis and telepathy feasible, worth it? That's what I hope we find out today. Shadow Jarek, doing pretty good. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. It's a exciting Monday. We're playing Marvel Champions, and we're about to play Protection in Marvel Champions, so it's even better. Are there any psionic? Yeah. Oh, Karma, and then we've got the acolytes in here. Are the acolytes? We also have the sentinels, but the sentinels could get thrown at us um, if we take them over, which would be really sad. Defeat a sentinel minion in play. No, I don't think it would be a minion at that point. And then the acolytes are not. The acolytes are. Some of them are not elite, but I wonder if the teamwork works. How does teamwork work with a mind controlled minion? Back on the morning shift after a bit, so I'm catching the live streams again. Woo! Hey, I love it. Awesome. Well, welcome. Let's go ahead and grab Karma just because we're just running into the psionic stuff. We got Aerial, and X-Force. Play only if you have the X-Force after Elixir attacks or thwarts you 1 damage from another friendly character. That is pretty cool. I like all the healing that we're getting. I talked about this a little bit. And actually, let's go ahead and grab Render Medical Aid. This is a new player side scheme that we got. It's a victory 0. When defeated, each player heals a total of 5 damage from among characters they control. So it's pretty nice. Doesn't mind controlling wipe it? Yeah, but it doesn't wipe its traits. So the teamwork says that anybody with that trait, so the controlled ally wouldn't activate, but with the minion that comes into play, it sees that there's something with the trait already on the table and would attack. That's what I'm curious about. I know that the ally wouldn't get to attack, but with the minion still attack. Joshy, by the way, I was literally falling asleep in bed, but then I got the notification you were streaming, and now I'm up and debating. I love it. Nelson is correct. Okay, so the minion will still activate even if I have a mind control ally. That's kind of funny. I like it. Alrighty. Well, any of the new toys that we got? I also forgot that armor is locked to X-Men, not X-Men and Mutant, which can be a little tough. We'll go Iceman. I think Iceman is going to help us against some of the nasty entering play stuff. So weapons. Honestly, I kind of like Ready to Rumble because of how much we want to be flipping, but I don't know how much we're gonna be. Well, I hope we're not healing too much. We do want a good number of chump blockers. We have Angel. Karma's not really a chump blocker. Iceman. X. What resources do our katanas, knives generate? Katanas are physical. Knives are mental. True grit might be okay. Okay. True grit. That's something that I haven't heard in a while. True grit. True grit. After your hero defends against an enemy attack, remove threat from your scheme equal to your hero's thwart. Yeah, I like that. What doesn't kill me due to physical? Yeah, I think what doesn't kill me is going to be in the deck. Let's go ahead and just grab those. I like True Grit. I'm My only hesitation is I wasn't planning on defending that much. um, I think I was planning on throwing a lot of my ally friends in front of attacks. Grab Ironheart. We're gonna grab Machine Man. I like Machine Man. I like the ability to have that sync. So if we have the um whatchamacallit, we have the two resource generators on the table. So there is a chance that we run into a situation where we don't have enough things to pay for. And so we got 2, 4, 6. I like True Grit. I like True Grit, but I I'm concerned we're not going to be defending. She can get up to a 4 defense with armored vest in her trait. Ooh, let's also skill. Let's look at what our skills are. Okay, so repurpose is a skill, which makes me kind of think, okay, that would be a cool build for her. Force field generator is also a pretty good tech against just Magneto. Just looking for skills because she can go and grab the skills. Shake it off, Guardian. Hard to ignore is a skill. That's kind of cool. Um, Preparation, defense, tactic, location, ever vigilant, but doesn't really work here because we are not um, ready. Infectious Zombie, subscribed for 1 month at tier 1. You've been subscribed for 9 months. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Hey, Vulture, how's it going? Ahaha. Deflection is a skill. That's kind of Nerves of Steel is a skill. I think we probably want to go tackle. Stunning Magneto is important to do. After you defend against an enemy attack, deal 3 damage and stun it. Flail Strike. Okay. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Let's try Flail Strike. This is after you defend. And so I'm wondering if we want to lean a little bit more into, hey, Weary Warlord, how's it going? I don't know if we need 3 of these. Let's grab 2 of these. But so this is also after you defend. So we may look at doing a little bit more defending and modify this deck a little bit. Vulture, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm excited because we're playing new Marvel Champions. Always a good time. So Flail Strike will stun Magneto. Stun locking, confused locking Magneto is a really good strategy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. We also probably want Iron Fist, honestly. Iron Fist is that he puts in the work, 2 stuns, plus a block. Iron Fist is solid. I think we might have a mid stroke 3 a.m. this morning, but other than that, we're all good. uh, I mean, think my. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. A mild stroke 3 a.m. this morning. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry to hear that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. Let's go tackle. We can hit the resource requirements for tackle. We also have the pretty cards for tackles, so might as well run it, right? The full art promos. Okay, so we technically have one more slot, or we need at least one more card. We have Psychic Misdirection, which is a defense, actually. When an enemy attacks, you choose a different enemy. Damage from that attack is dealt to that chosen enemy instead of you. I think it's a good card. The problem that I have with it is that I don't want to leave minions around. I'm a little tired and have a little bit of a headache and dizziness, but I'm going to the doctor on Monday. Alrighty, hopefully you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. Infectious zombie, you had a mild stroke in January. Started like that too. Oh my goodness. Well, are you doing okay? Hopefully you're okay. It was over in a few minutes or so. Yikes. Hope you feel better soon. Jakoda skill is the skill. That makes sense. Honestly, force field generator could be a nice add as well. Established perimeter could be nice. We're gonna grab the night nurse. Tech against the because yeah. Alrighty, let's try that. And if we need to, we can modify. But I want to play. Mag starts out with, forget how beefy he is. 20 health. Oh, I forgot to turn on my counters. One sec. What's up, Nelson? We having a Psylocke party. We are having a Psylocke Angel party. We're currently playing Psylocke. We're gonna start with Psylocke, and then we're gonna hop over to Angel. But I'm pumped for both of them. I am really excited for Psylocke. I think that she just seems really fun. I am having so much fun with her. Okay, so 10 health. Start out 20 health. Magneto. Let's go ahead and read this. Set the orbital decay side scheme aside. Reveal the boarding party side scheme. Boarding party says that Magneto cannot have sustained 6 or more damage per player. Flip this card and reveal the Sabotage Master mold when that is completed. This comes in. After you place a magnet counter on this scheme, if there are at least 3 magnet counters here, discard until we get a magnetic card. Starts with 1. Whenever Magneto attacks, he's also steady in toughness. Whenever he attacks you, place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. Gonna go watch your podcast. Bye. See ya. Have fun. Infectious zombie. I got a little of those stickers you have, but just put it in my player side schemes when I play multiplayer so I don't lose. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's really smart. I struggle with Psylocke using justice. I had more fun with aggression. She often has the resources left over, which is tough. Yeah, and so that's why I'm curious how the telekinesis, whatever the other one is, works, and can how that works with Psylocke. And also that's why I threw Machine Man in here. So alrighty. When revealed, Magneto, we have to give her a tough, or deal each player encounter card. We've got Betsy here. We start with our 2 Psy Energy, Psy Knife in play. Psy Knife, we get +1 thwart. We can exhaust Psylocke to generate a mental resource, and then we may flip the card. Also, we can flip the card as an interrupt whenever we use um, a Psy energy upgrade. Well, I needed these. So we have +2 thwart right now, which is very, very nice. Also, we need her cards. Machine Man is a good sync. Yeah. If the two new resource syncs aren't too good, she will definitely like plan B. Oh, yeah. I think I've had, because she has the resource generators on the table, I've had more of an issue with having more resources than I have cards. So kind of the spider. I wonder if she likes assess situation. I think that's a mental resource, so that could also be sunk if needed. That could be kind of interesting. We try the assess situation. Alrighty. We're looking for threat removal. That's what we want. That's what we want right now is threat removal. 2, 4, 6. What I have found is it's best to just push as hard as we can through this boarding party. Fury of Blades deal 2 damage to an enemy. For each side knife you control, choose an enemy, confuse it. For each side katana you control, choose an enemy, deal 2 damage to it. What's interesting about Fury of Blades, if we have the 2 side knives, we can confuse the steady. I believe I can choose an enemy, and then my next iteration I can choose the same enemy. We got Power of the Mind, beautiful. Telepathic Suggestion, we probably don't need that. Mental Detection, for each side knife you control, remove 2 additional threat. That's nice. We got Tackle, we got Render Medical Aid. Honestly, I may just throw Render Medical Aid out there and just have it floating. You want to talk about the worst leftover resources ever? Was playing Hulk, was an alter ego, drew limitless stamina, power and all of his energy and strength in one way or another with only 2 cards left in the counter deck, which obviously weren't side schemes. So I did the alter ego ability to swap the card and got another stamina. Such situation is a good idea, but I tried the psionic scenes. Either they seem bad efficiency wise, but maybe Psylocke likes them. Classic Hulk. That's funny. We're gonna toss those 2. Got another Fury of Blades and a side holster. Alrighty. Alrighty. I don't think we have anything that we want to do here. Let's flip up to Psylocke. Let's go ahead and thwart 3 off of boarding party. And then this will flip. When defeated, reveal the set aside orbital decay side scheme. Add this card to the victory display. We've got Power of the Mind and Fury of Blades to play. Oh, actually, you know what? No, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use Psy Knife and Fury of Blades to play Mental Detection. When we generate here, we're going to flip this to the katana side. So this goes to +1. This goes to +1. And then remove 1 threat from a scheme. For each side knife you control, remove an additional threat. So this is going to leave. Orbital Decay is going to come in. And for each side katana you control, draw 1 card. Weapons Training. Nice. I think we do have another resource here. And yeah, we're floating some resources. I felt so bad one time I wanted my friend to play, but he wanted to play Hulk, and I had to warn him Hulk wasn't easy, and he hated it the whole time. Oh, no. That's so sad. Let's throw Render Medical Aid out there. So when defeated, heal 5 damage from among characters you control. I feel like weapons training is pretty solid. I mean, like we're floating a resource regardless. Psylocke is already OP. She seems good. Yeah, Psylocke seems pretty good. Okay, so we could throw down weapons training. So, oh, actually, you know what? We could hang on to Power of the Mind. We could hang on to Fury of Blades. but we could use here and then play the side holster. I think I'm playing side holster regardless. So I have side holster on the table. So these resources, because they double for the Psionic card, I could play Fury of Blades. That could half confuse Magneto, deal 2 damage to Magneto. I could use these two to put weapons training onto the table. I get Retaliate 1. After I attack, I can discard and ready each weapon upgrade, which feels good. Feels good. Or I can Psy Knife, Power the Mind, or Psy Knife. I can hang on to one of these effectively. I made sure people Hulk first when they play someone else, but then I'm usually the first in line to play Hulk in any game. Nice. I feel like we will come across more confused, right? We have Fury of Blades. We could let's just go ahead and let's hang on to I actually don't know if I want to hang on to weapons training right now. Let's go ahead and use Psy Knife, Power of the Mind, Fury of Blades, deal 2 damage, which will knock the tough. We have a for each Psy Katana you control, confuse an enemy. And then for each Psy Katana, deal 2 damage. So 1, 2, first blood. And then we have weapons training, which we can hold on to. I think, you know what, honestly, I think we may. Let's go ahead and hang on to weapons training. We'll stand up. We get 4 cards in this. We got Tackle, Psionic Redirect. When you take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, prevent 2 of that damage. For each Psy Katana you control, prevent 2 additional damage. For each Psy Knife, confuse that enemy. And then we got an Energy. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to add 1 here. Magneto is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. The response, we'll add a, do that just so we don't forget. We have a Psionic Redirect. So let's take it. 3 plus 4. Okay, so that's 7. That's fun. Let's go ahead and use an Energy for a Psionic Redirect. So when you would take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, prevent 2 of that damage. For each Psy Katana control, prevent 2 additional of that damage. So we take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then for each Psy Knife, we can confuse an enemy. Be right there. I think I'm going to buy Angel and Psylocke today. Should be fun. Nice. Yes. Yes. They're so much fun. They're so cool. They come with some really good cards, especially Psylocke. I was really impressed with Psylocke's cat. That 4 boost is always painful. Yeah, right? At least we do have our render medical aid. So we have medical aid, and once we have 2 Psy Knives, we can easily take that out. And we have a 5 heal on the table, which feels pretty good. We can push Orbital Decay. He's confused right now. So I'm happy I drew into that defense card. Let's just say that. Alrighty. 2 encounter cards. Metal Shards deal 1 damage to each character you control. Place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. Take 1 damage. Down to 6. And then we've got Magnetic Bubble attached to Magneto. Magneto gains Retaliate 1. Forced Interrupt. When Magneto would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. And then if there's 8 or more damage here, discard this card. I hate it. My Psylocke and Angel are out for delivery. Nice. Don't be rash. That's awesome. Sweet. I'm so excited. Sweet. Okay. It is now our turn. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to use weapons training, Psy Knife, Psy Katana. We're going to flip Psy Katana. I guess it doesn't matter. We could have interrupted, but that goes here. To play Tackle. So stun an enemy. You pay for this card using physical resource, deal 3 damage. So we're going to place 3 damage here. And then we take a Retaliate. We're down to 5. We'll go ahead and thwart through Orbital Decay. And so we'll attach Physical Strain. So he loses Steady. So he is stunned and confused now. When do the next evolution promo cards? I also think November. I think they were coming out alongside Deadpool and X-23, which I believe is a November like 16th release. So that's what I remember at least. So we could stay up. We could flip down. Let's go ahead and flip down to Betsy, and we'll stand up. The reason I like flipping down here is you get 2 extra cards instead of, I mean, it's a lot, right? 2 cards versus, or 6 cards versus 4 cards is significant. We got Night Nurse, that's gonna be nice. Scimitar is here. We've got Psionic Training, Martial Arts Training. Let's go. Ironheart. So we got 2, 4, 5, and a Cerebro. Let's get it. Oh my goodness, love it. Sick. Let's add 1 thread here. Magneto's confused. And then we're going to reveal a Unison, Teamwork, Acolyte, Toughness. And then, so if another Acolyte enters play, we do, or they would both activate. When defeated, give the villain a tough status card. If the villain already has a tough status card, heal 4 damage. That's fine because we have the manipulation to get those Psykatanas, which gives our basic attack piercing. So Psylocke is like, tough is fine. Alrighty. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Is there any psionic cards that we want to put in there? Honestly, Fury of Blades feels like a good card to throw in there. Do we need the money? We have Night Nurse can pay for here. We have I feel like Fury of Blades could be nice. I also am I'm wondering if we just go with do more what am I trying to say? Wow. If we just need the resources. So let's use actually Psionic Training to play Cerebro. We will exhaust Cerebro. We will search our deck for an X-Men ally, which is going to be Angel is just X-Force. It's good to know. Professor X. So X, after X enters play, we can choose one, confuse the villain, stun a minion, already an X-Men character. At the end of the round, if Professor X is still in play, we can discard him. Okay, so Professor X is in our hand. Let's go ahead and flip up to Psylocke. We don't have anything. Yeah. So let's go Psy Knife. We will flip one of these to the Katana side. So we'll go down to a +1/+1. And we'll play Ironheart. That draws a card. I'm afraid that we're just not gonna be in a situation where we can play Scimitar, which is probably fine. Oh, we can shuffle Scimitar back in with Psylocke. Let's play Ironheart. Ironheart comes in, we get to draw a card, which is Karma. Let's use Night Nurse, Martial Training, and Karma to play Professor X. We're going to choose to confuse Magneto. Professor X, he is stunned. The infamous Professor X loop is very appropriate against Magneto. Yeah. And I'm wondering if I actually don't want to do that. Because he's stunned. Do we play Karma instead? So after you play Karma from your hand, choose a non-elite minion. When Karma is in play, take control of that minion and treat its controlled ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 2 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. So instead of... We're going to spend Professor X, and we're going to spend Scimitar to play Karma. We're going to take control of Unison. He's stunned. We were only going to get half of the benefit from the Professor X play. And here we get Unison, and we can do a couple other things. Um, we are going to just got here. What's the plan today? Just trying all the aspects. We are taking the Psylocke against Magneto and I think Juggernaut today, and then Angel against Mysterio and Claw. That's kind of the idea, and we'll see how far we get into it. I may be passed out by the third game, but we'll see. But yeah, it's just a celebration. We're stress testing some heroes. Right now we're going against Magneto, who is very annoying. Um, let's go ahead and use our basic thwart. We'll interrupt this with the side knife so we can just thwart for 3 off here. Um, Ironheart will take 1 here. I'm going to keep Unison without her. Um, oh, deal 1 damage to each character you control can really mess with karma. um, so in that sense, let's just have Unison. She'll take the 2 consequential, which will get knocked with the tough. To render medical aid, we'll heal 5 from our identity. Now we could heal it from allies, but I think right now what we want to do is be trying to at least protect our ally, or protect our health. All the strong non-elite minions in next evolution kind of look like a buff for karma. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Alrighty, let's stand up. We got mental detection, genius, fury of blades, and angel. Nice. We're gonna add 1 here. We're stunned. Our encounter card is going to be Magneto's armor. Magneto cannot be stunned. After your hero makes a basic attack against Magneto, spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. Gross. Okay. Okay. So we've got a genius, we got a fury of blades, we got a mental detection. She has so much manipulation. It's so good. Forearm is one of the best karma pulls ever. From is he from Extreme Measures? Or what is he's from something, right? Or Mutant Insurrection. Oh, 04? Yeah, after yeah, 6. That's amazing. Yeah. I'd take it. I'd take it. That's amazing. Okay, let's go. Okay. So let's side knife, side knife. We're gonna flip both of these to the katana side to play mental detection. Remove 1 threat from his scheme. And then for each side katana we have, we draw a card. So we'll draw 2 cards. We got Iceman and Power of the Mind. Okay, nice. Ironheart will put a damage here, knock herself out. I'm trying to figure out how I can. I don't think I have a great option to get rid of the armor this turn, which is probably fine. Let's go ahead. We're actually at +2 attack because we have the 2 katanas out. Let's go ahead and make a basic attack, we will flip one of the knives. And so we're at +1/+1. So we will place 2 here. That's 6. And we take a retaliate down to 9. And then we can Iceman and Power the Mind to play Fury of Blades. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. So that's going to knock this down. We take... I actually don't know if we take a... I think we take a retaliate on that one. Curious if anyone in the chat knows. I think it is because... yeah, the retaliate is still active. For each side knife you control, choose an enemy and confuse it. For each side katana, deal 2 damage. 1, 2. The retaliate is gone. So I Fury of Blades with Magnetic Bubble. The first 2 damage, discarded Magnetic Bubble. Do I still take a retaliate? I think so. Maybe? I don't know. Unison will go ahead and attack Magneto for 2. 1, 2. We will flip down. I don't actually think I have any more. I'm going to check, though. Any more X-Men allies in here? Nope. I wish I did, though. Because then I could get Angel on the table. Alrighty. So we have Genius and Angel, which honestly I may keep. I don't actually, you know what? I don't think I need Angel. I'm going to keep Genius, though. Let's stand up. You got a Strength. Good. Training Regimen. Machine Man. What Doesn't Kill Me. And a Psychic Redirect. Man, I was really hoping for Iron Fist there. We also don't have a Lightning resource, so we still can't get rid of Magneto's armor. Yikes. I wonder if we could... There's no X-Men ally with the Lightning resource that I have in the deck, but we could do the shuffle it in, Cerebro it into our hand to have that. Let's go ahead and throw 1 here. Magneto's confused. Our encounter card is going to be Electric Shock. You are confused. Place one thread on the main scheme for each magnet counter on it, so that's going to be 2. Alrighty. Not too bad. Psylocke getting confused, is that right? Yeah, right? And I passed on the Night Nurse. Okay, so we have What Doesn't Kill Me, which we can stand up with. We have a Genius to play Machine Man. We could play Training Regiment. Training Regiment can net us a card. I think, yeah, so let's go Psy Knife. We could throw Professor X in there. I'm thinking it's going to be Scimitar, though. I think I really kind of want that to start getting that consistent damage. So let's go ahead and throw that in. We can get it done later. We're at 8 health. We will go ahead and flip to hero form. We'll go ahead and thwart to remove that. We will use a Strength to play What Doesn't Kill Me. Heal 2 damage, and we get to ready. We got a Genius for a Machine Man. When Machine Man attacks or thwarts, we can spend up to 3 resources, and he gets +1 activate or +1 thwart and +1 attack for every single resource spent that way. Oh, I meant to play training regimen while I was down. That's fine. We'll play training regimen. We will go ahead and thwart and interrupt the katana. So we go to a +3 to take this down. We will Machine Man Magneto for 2. Okay. We're probably going to toss Unison in front of this attack. We will resolve a magnet card, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alrighty. Stand up, stand up, stand up. We've got a Mental Detection, a Nick Fury, love them, Telepathic Suggestion. Okay, so that cancels the when revealed effects. Whoa, oh my gosh. Psylocke Strike. Oh, yeah. After you defend against an enemy attack, deal 3 damage to the enemy and stun it. Well, that seems like a decent thing to do. Alrighty, so let's add 1. Magneto is going to attack us for 4 plus a boost card. Let's block with Unison. Give Magneto a tough status card and a face down boost card. So tough, and then +0. Love it. Unison gets to not hang out anymore. But then we could probably block with Karma before we shuffle back up, which is nice, because then we can get our win entering play ability again. I probably wanted to Psylocke Strike, but here we are. Oops. We got the Acolytes. Each Acolyte minion gains guard. This comes in with 3 threat. And a... Oh, wait. He can't be stunned. So I played it correctly there. He cannot be stunned. It's not that I forgot to do it. We got a extra encounter card. W accident, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. The Acolytes is actually going to be discarded because I need to play the game. We place a 3rd magnet counter. So let's discard cards until we get a magnet card. We'll reveal that. Magnetic. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each ally in play. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. And now I'm also happy that Unison is gone, because that comes in with a crisis icon, meaning that we cannot take threat from the main. Then our encounter card is going to be a advance. Uh-oh. Scheming for 2. This is an attack. Place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. It is not an attack, so it's just 2. We save the main, which is nice. And here we are. We can, at this point, get rid of the armor. Okay. For each side knife you control. Okay, here we go. Let's use Psylocke Strike and Telepathic Suggestion to play Mental Detection. We're going to remove 1 threat from a scheme. For each side knife, 2 additional threats. So we're going to take this down to 1. We will thwart, interrupt here for the katana. Actually, you know what? We're going to hang on to this. Yeah, okay. So we're actually going to make a basic attack. We're going to make a basic attack against Magneto. We interrupt the attack, so we gain piercing. So we're going to knock the tough off here. And we're going to deal 2 damage. 1, 2. And then we are going to spend a physical, a mental, and a lightning to get rid of his armor. We're going to block with Karma on this attack. We can clear this fairly easily. We could use Machine Man right now to do it. I'm not 100% sure that that's an effective use of Machine Man. I think we've seen both of our... we have multiple activations in there. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. Let's... You know what? Let's just go ahead and knock Machine Man down to 1. We're about to deck out. We'll just clear this just in case we get another attack. We don't feel too bad throwing Machine Man in front of it. Okay, let's stand up. We got their Scimitar, Telepathy, Telekinesis, they're together, and Psylocke Strike. Cool. We're going to add one here. This Crisis is gone. Magneto's going to attack for 3 plus a boost. We'll block with Karma plus 2. It's going to knock Karma out. And then we're going to add a Magnet counter to the main. I keep forgetting her attacks gain piercings. Oh, yeah. It's great. Piercing is one of those keywords that I was like, that's nice. Until I like started playing with it with Wolverine, Psylocke, like all these characters that can give piercing really easy. I was like, yeah, that's pretty slick. I like that a lot. And then our encounter card, exhaust each upgrade and support you control. Place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. That's really, 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 really sad. Ow. Alrighty. So that's a bummer. Let's go ahead and basic thwart. We will interrupt to go to a side knife. Take 3 here. We'll use Psylocke Strike Telepathy to play Scimitar. We're going to hang on to Telekinesis. I would rather have Telekinesis than the other one because I feel like we have a better thwart potential than we do damage. That may not actually be true. That's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. But I would rather have the damage right now because we've been handling threat pretty well. We're going to... If we flip down, we lose the main. It's not the end of the world. We also reset these magnet counters, which is nice because we'll just place 1 magnet counter here. Can Scimitar trigger itself like Sky Destroyer does? No, because there's a little different notation here. So it says after you play another psionic card. So they changed that. So Sky Destroyer can because it works, but Scimitar specifically says another psionic card. I'm gonna hang on to Telekinesis. We could flip down. We get an additional encounter card, but we save ourselves the magnet card. So we're effectively getting an extra card. Well, we're gonna get it. Yeah, we're definitely flipping down. It's 3 cards versus 2 cards. Let's hang on to Telekinesis and let's stand up. Tony knew we would try it. Yeah, right. Do we kill off Machine Man to get him in the shuffle? No, that'd be crazy. Alrighty. Iron Fist, what doesn't kill me? Iron Fist is finally here. We get an extra encounter card. Telekinesis straight up seems better than Telepathy. You think so? So Telepathy is on the cost curve, kind of. So it's 2 resources. We want 3 threat removal for 2 resources. We typically want 4 damage. So they're still below the cost curve. I think for the psionic characters that we have, and you can only play this if you have the psionic trait, I think that they are better at thwarting than damage. Maybe? It also, since the mental resource, I associate mental with like justice, which also has a lot of thwarting, and you have to spend mental resources for both of them. And so that's why I think that, yeah, okay, that's fair. And then, yeah. So if you are running justice, which has a excess of mental resources, you probably have enough thwart already. Martial arts training. Beautiful. No, we get 6 cards. Angel and mental detection. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add 1 here. Magneto is going to scheme for 2 plus 2. It's enough to pop. When revealed, place 1 magnet counter here. The counters do not roll over. If Sabotage Master Mold is in the victory display, the first is not in the victory display. The first player searches their deck for an M-type Sentinel and reveals it. This comes in with Factory Online with 1 threat. Our encounter cards. Master of Magnetism. Take the topmost magnet card in the encounter discard pile, give it to Magneto as a face-down boost card, and he activates against us. Alrighty, so he's going to get a Exhaust Your Identity and a 1. So he's going to add 3 threat to the main, and then we get exhausted. Okay. Then we've got an Assault, which is going to surge into Caught Off Guard. We're going to... We'll go Side Holster. We'll just have to be careful with that. Hmm. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how many turns we have left until we deck out. We haven't seen the Confused. I don't think we've seen the Confused card yet, right? The one, it's like his, like you have the armor. I think it's like his cape or whatever, that he can't be confused. We haven't seen that one yet, which would really put a damper on our lives. But it is our turn. And we've got a lot of stuff that we can do here, because we can go Training Regiment to grab a skill card. We're also going to Cerebro. I think we're going to grab X. So let's go ahead and just grab him. That way we only have to shuffle once. We got Weapons Training. And Psionic Training. Weapons Training, we get Retaliate 1. Then after Psylocke attacks, we can ready each weapon upgrade that we control. And then Psylocke ignores the guard and patrol. And after Psylocke thwarts, discard Psionic Training to confuse an enemy. Let's take a Psionic Training. Shuffle the rest. We do have Scimitar. Okay. We can flip to hero form. We're going to go Psi Knife, Mental Detection, and Angel to play Iron Fist. No, not Angel. We're going to play What Doesn't Kill Me. We don't have any damage sustained. Iron Fist is going to come in. He comes in with 2 Mystic counters. Now he can, when he attacks, he can remove a Mystic counter. We can stun the enemy and deal 1 damage. So we're going to attack Magneto. We're going to stun, deal a damage, and then his normal attack goes off for 2. So we're down to 7, and then he needs a damage. I was really hoping that we could play X and Telekinesis or one of the trainings, but it doesn't look like we can. Angel, Psionic Training. Also, she works really well with Karma, because you can do the same Professor X loop that you can with Karma, and you can just do it whenever you have a new minion come out. That's pretty fun. Now he is stunned. Okay, so actually check this out. We may pass on X as well. And what we could do, since he's stunned, we don't need X for a block. So let's use Angel to play Telekinesis. This is Psionic, so Scimitar will deal 2 damage. We'll use Professor X to play Martial Arts Training. So after Psylocke defends against an attack, discard Martial Arts Training. And then Uh, ready, Psylocke? I'm really enjoying Psylocke. I think that her sequencing is just a ton of fun. Okay. We will Machine Man Psionic training for 2 here. And that's going to knock Machine Man out. She's very thinky. It's fun. Yeah, yeah. And I feel like she has just so many builds. Like, I want to come back and build her in like a perfect defense type build. Because with this martial arts training, she gets the +1 defense. She can get up to 4 with the armored vest. And then, like, if she needs to, she can discard this to ready herself so that she can then go into the hero phase with 3 thwart and be fine. It's just like a really cool, like, push pull, and then training regimen can get it right back once we shuffle. It's cool. Let's go ahead and stand up. We got Iceman, Psionic Redirect, Power of the Mind, Fury of Blades. Perfect. That's what I thought you were gonna do, and why I suggested True Grit. Yeah. And I think, yeah, I think that works really well. I think this always ready build, it's not working out as well as I thought it was because we don't take damage. We're not taking damage, but I'm sure that will change. We've got 1 thread here on the main. Magneto is stunned. Our encounter card is a Electromagnetic Blast. Exhaust each upgrader and support you control. Oh my gosh. Man, we're getting rolled on with those. And place a magnet counter on the main. Oh, wait. Ooh, actually, you know what? Hold on. No. Back up. Rewind. Nope, just kidding. That was the different card. I had the defense card, not the one where I can cancel. Alrighty, cool. Magnet counters on the main. Let's go ahead and have Iron Fist. Deal 3. 1, 2, 3. And stun. Now when he comes in on stage 2, we get a face down encounter card, and then it's pretty much the same thing. His scheme goes up and he gets 22 health. So I think there's not a huge detriment to just pushing through right now. But let's go ahead and we will interrupt here. We'll go Psy Katana, and we'll deal 2 damage to Magneto. Yeah. So we get a card, toughness, and 22 health. Let's go. Okay. We use Power of the Mind and Psionic Redirect to play Fury of Blades. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Boom. For each Psi Knife you control, confuse that enemy. Boom. For each Psi Katana you control, deal 2 damage. 1, 2. Alrighty. So we have Iceman in our hand. We're going to flip down. We're going to stand up. Now, he is confused. He is stunned. I feel like this flip down with the training, the Cerebro, we have X. Did I put in? Karma's in there. Karma is in the deck, and so we could get Karma. So that's cool. Okay. I'm thinking if it's not a minion, she'll just be a resource. Because like we have, we're going in next turn with like 8 cards. Feels pretty good. We got Strength, Telepathic Suggestion, Energy, Psionic Redirect, Fury of Blades. One more is Mental Detection. Okay. We're going to add one here. Confuse. Encounter card is Shadows of the Past. We get to see what Shadows of the Past looks like. We got Chimera, 1/1. When Chimera activates against you, she gets plus X, where X is the number of mental resources on cards you control. 1, 2, 3. So she's a 4/4. Then we've got when revealed, plays 1 threat here for each upgrade in play. That's an acceleration token. Comes in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 is 7. Which probably means we'll not touch it. Okay. And then we will shuffle these cards into a fairly small deck. Alrighty. Magneto has 20 health. I think we are... We'll have to see what this next card is. What is this? You are confused. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each magnet counter on it. That's gonna pop. That's gonna pop us. Place 2 magnet counters here. Physical strain is not attached to Magneto. And then this comes in with 1. Okay, now we have to be really, really careful. We're on our last scheme. Okay. We are confused. Okay, let's Cerebro to grab Karma. She's the only X-Men that we have in here. And then we can take Chimera, which is just a 1/1. Honestly, it just gets 5 health away that we don't need to do. Don't forget the magnetic. It does, but the stage 3A says to place 2 magnet counters, so it stays. But thank you, yes. And then we got Training Regimen to find a skill. Do we have skills in here? Uh-oh. Actually. Oh, we do have weapons training. Phew. Okay. You never played Magneto, to be honest? Oh yeah. He's tricky. He's not easy, but he like provides just enough of a challenge that it's not like frustrating, but it is like you have to be very diligent and you have to be very effective in your plays. I really like Magneto. I really like Magneto. Okay, so we are confused, which is sad. I'm wondering if we can we just kill? I agree. Magneto's a fun villain. Yeah, Lunacy. Fighting him in the campaign for... Oh, really? I forgot what he did in the campaign. I gotta head out. I'll probably be back in half hours. Alrighty, see you, Supreme Phoenix. See you soon. Okay. I don't think we want to shuffle any. We're gonna flip up to Psylocke. I think we are going face. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to attack. We're going to interrupt the side knife to go to Katana. Wait, no. Before we do that. We actually want to use strength and Katana to play Fury of Blades. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. For each side knife you control, confuse. Why am I putting my confusers away? I need to just like always have a stack of confusers when I'm playing Psylocke. For each side katana, deal 2 damage. Because I don't think I'm getting through him this turn. He's got a campaign attachment that makes him hit like a... Oh, really? I haven't played the campaign in a good second. Okay. Scimitar is going to deal 2. 1, 2. Now we will attack. Interrupt with the psych. Interrupt here. So we go up to 3 attack. 1, 2, 3. down to 11. Telekinesis for 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 8. Got energy, weapons training, and telepathic suggestion to play Karma. We'll take Chimera. Blanks her text box, but she's still a 1/1. So we'll deal 1. We're going to actually use Psychotana and hang on to telepathic suggestion. That can cancel a when revealed. When you reveal a card from the encounter deck, so it's any card. Oh, and then we're going to hang on to Iron Fist. We have Iron Fist. We could throw 2 damage at him. I think I would rather keep him as a blocker. We do have 2 blockers with Karma and Chimera, though. Also, when we use this resource, we're flipping it to the knife. We'll throw 2 damage at Magneto. 1, 2. Just because there are those cards in there that will deal 1 damage to each ally. Or 1 damage to everyone. I think that's actually a boost card, so I don't think we'll see it. 1 with 5 health seems, yeah, right? You got Tackle, Ironheart, and Psyflail Strike. We're gonna add 2 here. Stun. Gang up. Villain's attacking us. He has 5 health. Honestly, we're just going to Psy-Knife, Psychotana to telepathic suggestion. Cancel the when revealed effects for each Psychotana you control. Choose an enemy, deal 2 damage to it. And we're actually going to flip this to the Psychotana when we use it. So we deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and cancel the gang up. On our turn, we win. Seems pretty fun. Pretty good, too. We also have Scimitar. Like, there's a lot that we had going for us there. Got him. Yeah, that was one of the smoother Magneto games I've had. Magneto can just snowball, but I think with her access to Confuse, her ability to flip down, Cerebro and Training Regimen really help. I don't think I had enough skills in this deck or enough X-Men allies. I think if I wasn't playing Magneto, I would not be running Iron Man or Iron Fist. Iron Fist is so good against Magneto, though. If I wasn't doing that, I could probably run other X-Men allies that I could tutor with Cerebro, and that just gets a lot. My only concern is how hard Stalwart will shut her down. Well, we are about to, I guess not necessarily find out. We're about to go against Juggernaut, and we can flip the helmet and have him lose Stalwart. And so maybe we'll do another game with her where we go up against like Thanos. Thanos used to be in the rotation. Actually, you know what? That's what we'll do. Is I have the 4 that I typically go up against, and I've been wondering how to do this on stream. But like I typically go up against Magneto, Juggernaut, Claw, and Mysterio to kind of test rush, pace, just damage coming at him. And I'm wondering, or what I'm thinking is that it could be fun to do have 2 villains for each. And so when we have 2 new heroes come out, I can choose in between, and instead of running Juggernaut, I can run, or instead of running Magneto, I can run Thanos, or I can run something to mess with them a little bit and also just shake up the villains that we're seeing on stream. So we'll do that. That probably will not be today. That will probably be on Monday. We're going to continue this on Monday, but because I also want to play Angel today. But yeah, I am curious to see how Stalwart will shut her down. I don't necessarily think it'll be too bad though, because you just adjust your playstyle. So if you're going up against a Stalwart villain, you're just not running into the confused stuff, and you still have 2 resource generators. You still have like a 3 thwart or a 2 attack or a 3 attack, and you can just set these upgrades to not confuse. And then if you don't go confused route, you're getting an additional benefit rather than the confused. So I don't think Stalwart's going to actually hurt her as much as I initially think. But hey, PP, how's it going? Confused plus the ability to rush those side schemes worked really well. Yeah, the 3 thwart is so good. The 3 good. Psylocke is so much fun. She's not domino level fun, but I think of the X-Force wave that we've played so far, she's number 2 for me. And the Psionic. Oh, the Psionic upgrades, yeah. Yeah, Scimitar is good. Scimitar is nice. Alrighty, cool. She's a very thinky here. Yeah, she is. And I have a lot of fun with that. Okay, we're gonna keep Psylocke on the table. We're going to transition and play a. You like her a lot? Nice. What is your favorite aspect with her? What's your favorite aspect with her? And I can just start cleaning up, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Juggernaut next. And Justice so far. But I've only tried Justin and Aggression. Nice. I'm thinking that we go with the. We did Justice yesterday, so I want to lean away from Justice. I want to see her in something else. I want to play all 4 of the aspects today, so I'm thinking that we'll go Aggression against Juggernaut. I think she has a very good protection build. What was the protection build that you ran? Was it a perfect defense type situation or always ready? Because I think the perfect defense is really interesting and could be really nice. Psionic has a lot of stuff going for it now. Totally agree with that. Psionic is your favorite archetype. A lot of cool cards. Nice. Alrighty, cool. I'm gonna go to the B right back, clean up a little bit. We're gonna come back. We're gonna be facing off against Juggernaut. I think we're running Aggression right at his face. You made a perfect defense build that you. I love those words. Alrighty, let's. I'll see you soon. Also, I just realized that my hero health, all my colors were already. You make it green. We were playing Aggression, but we'll go back to red. Okay, cool. See you soon.